14 years ago, I started Sacred Grounds because I got laid off from my job. And I decided I was thinking about opening up a metaphysical store, and I was like, well, really, we would just be selling objects, and even though there's bigger things that are there than the objects, it just wasn't quite the right thing. And it was also a time when computers were coming. We were doing a lot of online dating, and that was kind of started, and I saw us really kind of separating from one another. So I said, you know what? People got to eat. A social thing is coffee. This country started in a coffee shop. Okay? That's how we got the whole thing going. And I thought that a coffee shop would be a great way for people to connect again, because I saw a need for that. So, hence, Sacred Grounds was born. And one of the most inspiring things that really cemented that, I say cemented, but really kind of got me going on that, is that I was reading a book called The Artist's Way.
Oh, absolutely.
I got as far as the page that in the side, on the side of the margin, it said, "Leap and the net will appear." And at that point, I closed the book, and I said, there's my answer. My mom kept saying to me, "Hey, when are you going to get a job?" I was like, "I'm putting in for jobs, Mom. I'm putting in for jobs. I'm collecting my unemployment. I'm doing what I need to do." But I said, I really want to open up this coffee shop. A couple days later, "Hey, have you had any luck finding that job?" I finally just said, "Look, this is what I'm going to do." To quote Shirley MacLaine, you got to go out on a limb to get to the fruit of the tree. And I said, I'm going to go out on a limb. If the limb breaks, I fall to the ground will catch me. I know at least how to climb back up that tree where I was. Okay? And there are times, it's happened the last few years, I'm like, Mom, I just don't know. I think I've made the worst mistake in the world. My brother-in-law literally shits money, and I'm going, yeah, I'm like, I took pictures the other day, and it's like, they're like, "Yeah, did you see the barn?" It's a 5-bay barn, steel building. And then I took a picture of the RV, which is a semi that has a race car trailer behind it. And they're building a 9,000 square foot house. I was like, "Wow, you got financing for that?" It's like, "No, we've already paid for it. It's in cash." And I just went, "Okay, I'm working on a modification for my $45,000 house." And, so I'm like, okay. But the point that I'm making is that I've followed my heart. I've said, look, I know that I'm of service. And I got confirmation from that many times over when people have come back and said, "I want to tell you, even when I was 15 and I was coming in here, and I've graduated and I've gone to college and now I'm in my career and I've come back now and I'm in my 30s," and they say to me, "I'm really thankful that you were here at such a critical time because you helped me at that point in time." So I know that whatever things that I've done, even just by providing the space, not necessarily that I did it, but for the space for it to happen in, affected that person, and they will affect more and more and more. So even if it's a small pebble in a pond, it still has ripples that reach out forever. So that's what I wanted to say. So leap and the net will appear. And that's what we're doing with the Awakening festivals. And all these little parts are just perfect for it. So I want to thank everybody for coming out, coming from love for yourself, for other people as well. And I would like to introduce the tip jar and pass the tip jar around to say thank you in love and in kindness for Virginia coming down and sharing out of love and with love for all of us. So, actually, I'll either I can pass it around or I can leave it someplace. Any preferences?
Pass it fast.
Y'all are lazy, aren't you? No,
Yes.
just kidding. And no, I'm playing. And there's also one other thing, and if the person who said this wants to say some more about it, then that's cool. But I just want to share is that when one of the people that I was doing the work with, excuse me, said, this is a little awkward because I've been taught And it makes people awkward to even look in people's eyes. Excuse me. And I said, isn't it now? It's because we don't want to show ourselves to each other, which is exactly the wrong thing in a sense. Okay? So, this person became much more comfortable with it, and the smile lit up, and the light came on, and the light came within, and just beautiful. And it's like, and I got a sense of just confirmation that, you know, connecting with one another. And I've even said that. I said, that's what they mean when they say our eyes are the windows to the soul. And I said, and this is how our soul connects. So, you know, seeing each other, not just looking at different parts or floors or whatever it is, or the sky, and go, yeah, no. We're connecting with one another. Words count. Energy counts. All of that. You know, make it real. Mean what you say what you mean. It's important. And make sure that your energy is being conveyed at the same time that the words are being conveyed. Because the words are really just the reinforcement. Okay? Words are constructs. The energy that we have as human beings and everybody in this room, okay, words cannot even contain. Because our energy is much bigger than words will ever be. So, yes, you can try and communicate the best you can with your words. But remember that it's the energy coming from your heart, coming from your eyes, coming from your arms and your hands that mean the most. Okay? So, I feel like I'm on a soapbox, so I'm going to get off. Thank you, everybody, for coming tonight.